Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my personal fleet carrier. My second look, Beta 2, that ends tomorrow. Planetary Exploration A12E. We did D last time. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that fleet carriers will go away again now for another 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll finally get them for good. Get to use them in live. I'm looking forward to that. So I've taken some notes of how I want to do things, and of course things will change, and they always do, but we're having fun. That is, everything is about having fun. So we are doing that. And I've started a series of No Man's Sky, and that's fun. A lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, because of my first looks were, oh, this is awful. Yeah, it's not quite that awful. Just seems that way at first. Watch my staying alive and repairing ship videos. Yeah, it's not so bad. And we visited the station, and we built a base, and it's all real cool. We got killed once, and I could have found, if I'd have found the grave, I could have picked up all my stuff. I didn't know, though. Didn't know how that worked. My son explained it to me, because he really likes No Man's Sky. He's been trying to get me to do videos on it for a long time. So he's supposed to help me today or tomorrow on a few things, give me some pointers. But it's actually going pretty good. I need more storage in my exosuit and in the ship. And he's supposed to help me do that with stress beacons and selling destroyed ships for salvage and all that kind of stuff. So we have to do that. Well, we need to get going. Please look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and you're notified when I produce more videos, and it helps me with YouTube. So what a deal. Everybody's helped with that one. And we're going to A12E.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And look underneath the video in the description, and you'll find ways to donate. Please consider donating. We need lots more storage drives in our storage array, and right now we can't afford to do it. It's been a really hard year. So in the description it shows you ways you could donate. Our SATA and SAS drives over 4 terabytes and above. That's what we need. That's what our drive array takes. We have the caddies. We just need the drives. And used ones are fine. Especially SATAs. And underneath the video to the left you will see our YouTube page, GFM_RDG, where there's over 730 more videos for you to watch just since January. It's all new content on Elite Dangerous, on No Man's Sky, on Ultimate Fishing Simulator, and VR Pinball. We just have all kinds of stuff. I really hope it's informative and educational and entertaining for you. That's what the goal is. I take you along. It's like wherever I go, you get to go too. And we see all kinds of things. In the video, in our YouTube channel, hit the search and type NPC. NPC. And it's the title of the video is NPCs Do the Strangest Things. That was pretty strange. Not really sure what he was trying to do. Looked like he was trying to push the planet. And I put it out on the forums, and yeah, everybody was entertained by that. They say you don't see those things very often, but it sure is cool when you do see them. But when you've had 2,800 hours in Elite Dangerous, that's what happens. I think I have like 6 or 7 hours in No Man's Sky so far. I have a long ways to go. I am giving it a chance. Right now, Elite Dangerous still has the most viewers of all the videos that I have on the channel. But the Fleet Carrier Beta 2 will be over tomorrow, so then we just have two playlists that we're working on the day-to-day grind in our live account, and would be working on the No Man's Sky, the beginnings. Definitely the beginnings for me. I am very fascinated with that game. More fascinated with it than I really thought. They've put a lot of effort and thought into making it entertaining. And you can kind of do what you want to do. That's what I like about it. Elite Dangerous, they kind of tell you what you can do. But No Man's Sky kind of gives you more control of what you want to do and how you want to play and your game style and all of that. So I'm pretty impressed by it. So far, I haven't seen one of those, I really don't like that part. Like in Elite Dangerous, it's the interdictions. I really don't like that part. When you're mining, it's the pirates that show up. I really don't like that part. And the like 7 interdictions and 1 super cruise run, I really don't like that part. And stuck throttles, I really don't like that part. And when you're on the planet and it turns you in the opposite direction, I really don't like that part. Unfortunately, with Elite Dangerous, there's a lot of those I really don't like that part. And like mission critical message while you're trying to look at the message board, and I really don't like that part. I hate to say it, but Elite Dangerous has a lot of those. Now, I'm sure at some point I'll find the ones for No Man's Sky, but at the moment I hadn't found them. I'm pretty impressed how they're setting this thing up. So, I have been asked by our viewers before, why don't you look at No Man's Sky? Well, I'm doing it. And I'm starting to like it. So all of you that were trying to get me to do No Man's Sky, thank you. It was always in my mind that I needed to do that. do our look around. Sure are going down fast. See if it'll slow down before we start moving. Okay, it's starting to slow down. I can't go point down too much because the gravity seems to be heavy. Have to keep an eye on that elevation because it's going down pretty fast. And that canyon's pretty deep. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. It looks pretty flat. Is this alternate? We better not descend too fast. It kind of concerns me. Is this landing? And I have slammed into the planet many a times.
Landing gear deployed.
We need to get out of the crater. Before we land. I do really like Elite Dangerous. There's a few parts that drive me crazy, but the other parts I really like. I just wish they would give the player more control, kind of like the way No Man's Sky gives you a little more control of what you want to do. Now, I didn't like dying from the animals, so I took the terrain manipulator tool and I took the base computer and I went to another planet that seems to be pretty good. Is this down? And the VR capabilities of No Man's Sky is really nice too. As you know, I only play VR. And No Man's Sky's VR is pretty good. Is this dark? Is this dark? All that does is turn the lights off. Sys ship.
Ship dismissed.
And as you know, we dismiss the ship. It goes into orbit and we call it back when we're ready to go. Yep, I like the cutter. Except for in cargo missions that I get interdicted a lot. Then I don't want to use the cutter. And No Man's Sky is a whole lot like Elite Dangerous. You run around on the planet. Now, you actually run around on the planet. There's no... Well, I think there is SRVs that you can purchase. I I'm at the point in the game that I have no money, not nearly enough money to do that kind of stuff. So I'm at the very beginnings. That's why the playlist is called The Beginnings. Because it is. But you should check that out. That's really a neat game. Like Steam puts games on sale, like weekly sales and stuff. I don't remember what I paid for No Man's Sky. I think I paid like $20. It really wasn't bad. And like Elite Dangerous, I think the last time I looked, just maybe a week ago, it was down to $17 for, no, it was $7.50 for each. Elite Dangerous and then a Horizons was $7.50. It's like $15. So those are pretty good. And if there's more game now, when Star Citizen brings back VR, yeah, we're gonna do that. We are going to do Star Citizen as soon as they bring VR back. And then we'll do videos on that. But I have the need for VR. That is what I do. As you can tell, because the screen kind of jumps, picture jumps. It move, like when I move my head and we go over bumps and all that. People have complained because it gives them motion sickness just watching the video. So you might have to just glance at the video, listen to it, just to kind of get an idea of what we're doing. And if you do that for a while, what I've heard is you will get over it after several weeks. Just like when I'm in the headset, oh, I got so sick at first. And after a couple of weeks, yeah, it died down. When I was younger, I always wanted to read in the car because I liked studying stuff, and it would make me sick. So what I'd do, I'd take my book every time we went somewhere, and I would just, at first just for a few minutes until I started feeling yucky, and then it would go for maybe 5 minutes, and then it would go for like 10 minutes, and then it would go for 30 minutes, and I can read a book in a car without any problems now, like on road trips and stuff. That's one thing you can get over, is motion sickness. It can go away if you keep pushing it. Well, not at the time that you're sick, but do just a little, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more the next time, and sulfur, we're full of sulfur. We can't take any more of that. But I like the peacefulness, like of this Reg GUA DTQ B32 it's uninhabited. There's things to do, like running around on the planets and asteroid mining. It's a lot of fun. So you kind of know what we're going to do when we go live. We're going to park it here and do all the same things. But what's great about it, when we collect materials here, it goes, we get to actually use it. I do not like being harassed by pirates, so we're not doing asteroid mining where we get harassed. We're just not doing it. Oh, another sulfur. Another sulfur. If we had another week, we'd probably go do something about it. We'd go to the material trader and move sulfur and a few other things around. But we only have one more day, so nah. We'll probably stay here. I was going to try those other hotspots. You know, because there's some doubles and some triples. But the first two I went to, they were just covered in pirates. And I play solo. And it's like, I just don't want to go through that. No, thank you. Just don't want to do it. Yeah, carbon. In No Man's Sky, carbon's a big deal. You need lots of carbon. Especially in like base building and stuff. You're doing wood. Need a whole lot of it. And I'm learning, like I got rid of my copper and it's like, it's not a really good idea. Because we need that for base computers. A lot of things we need. Oh, and in No Man's Sky, they have synthesis. I don't think they call it synthesis, but you use materials to create things. It's just so much like Elite Dangerous. Is this right? So if I go over to modules and I go down to dual repeater, that's the guns. See, we're at 1959. I could actually, with sulfur and phosphorus, I could reload the repeater to full, even if it was at 0. I could put 2,000 bullets just 150 times. See, that's crazy. And if we come down to the fuel tank, I can fill the fuel tank 257 times. And that's just the basic fuel. That's not even counting the standard and the premium, which is crazy. That premium is nuts. You can get like 4 times the fuel efficiency. It says 200, but it sure seems like 4 times. And hull structure, like the integrity, we could fix the integrity 106 times. You don't need the ship. Yeah, you can call it down and it will fix the integrity just by docking and then undocking. But you could be down here indefinitely collecting materials. Because the more materials you collect, the more resources you got. And the more refuels and rearms and repairs you can do. So it's never ending. Oh, it is slick. It is very slick. And we even have the engine, see the distribution? The engines are at the lowest. And we do that to try to keep it from trying to slide. Just don't have much of anything. But what I would suggest is you get yourself a copy of No Man's Sky. Go through my Staying Alive. Staying Alive. Staying Alive. Oh, sorry. Nostalgia. And repairing the ship. And do that over and over again until you get comfortable with it. There's only 4 or 5 materials you absolutely have to have. Get those. Especially sodium and carbon. Sodium and carbon. Out of the 5, go after those first. And then the ferret dust, probably third. That hydrogen, you need some of that too, especially to fix the ship. So, yeah, I mean, it can be done. Well, I was really frustrated, and it sounds like people get frustrated with that game. And that's why I wanted to create those videos, because I was frustrated. And I wanted to show you how to get unfrustrated. So the problems I had, I wanted to show you how to solve them in the view of a new player. See, I'm new too. I have to go knock on my son's door every once in a while and say, hey, how you do this? Because he's been playing it for years. Him and all his buddies. And now I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to really like it. Well, they said this latest content, I think it's called Beyond, that content has really made the difference. I was starting to wonder what Elite Dangerous called this new era that we're currently in. Was it Beyond 2? I don't remember. There's a lot of similarities. Now they're totally different games. They're both space games and grinding materials. They both do that, and they both do asteroid mining. They both use tritium for fuel. Now, No Man's Sky uses it for the ships. Now, the ships can use many types of fuels, not just a few. They use quite a few. But I'm starting to recommend it. It could change someday, but right now, yeah. And if you get to a planet that really aggravates you because the animals are so hostile and all that, pack up your stuff and go somewhere else. Put your most important stuff on the ship's storage. Because if you die, you don't lose that stuff. And the stuff you lose, I found out, there's a grave. So use your visor and find the grave near the spot that you died, and you get all your stuff back. I wouldn't have restarted if I had known, but I was within maybe an hour. It maybe cost me an hour to restart. And it's good. Practice is always good, especially in the beginning. That's why I got 3 videos of staying alive and repairing the ship. It's just for the practice of it. Well, you're going to have to put up with me talking about No Man's Sky some. Because I think you should check it out. I think it's pretty cool. I wasn't that excited about it at first, but the more I play it, the more I like it. It's until sometime tomorrow. I'm probably not going to have much more time to get to play it. Because I'm trying to put at least 3 videos a day. One for preparing for fleet carriers, the cargo runs. And then I've been doing 2 videos, one on planetary exploration and one on tritium asteroid mining. And I don't have a whole lot of time left. And I'd like to put at least one No Man's Sky video together every day. I put 2 together today. That won't happen every day, but everything has to do with the viewers. So if you viewers watch more of Elite Dangerous than you do No Man's Sky, you're going to get more Elite Dangerous. If you watched more Ultimate Fishing, we'd figure a way. I think I've done about everything I can do in Ultimate Fishing Simulator, and all the videos I can. But we would think of something. It does get hits, gets views, but not extreme. Elite Dangerous gets far more views than Ultimate Fishing. Now, No Man's Sky, I think it could. I think it's ranked like 15 in all games, where Elite Dangerous is ranked like 73. So, No Man's Sky is ranked higher than Elite Dangerous. Everything that I've seen. So I think it has the potential of our views really skyrocketing. But see, we like to do things in details. Let you come along. I think that canyon's over here is the reason that's coming over here. Get some air. Oh, there's no air. Excuse me. Can't catch air when there's not any. There has to be, well, there's air in the ground because it's ice. There has to be air in it. It's just no atmosphere to hold the air in. And I'm not a science major, so I can mess things up all the time. I get corrected all the time. And you should. If you hear me say something that's just not right, you should speak up. Because our other viewers probably want to hear what's correct, not something I stumble over. Or I think it's correct, but then I'm proven wrong. Which is fine. I'm okay with that. I can be wrong. I know there's some people, they just can't stand being wrong, so they got to change their story constantly to try to make sure they're always right. Just like my very first video was on interdictions. And they were telling me, oh, no one's ever seen 6 or 7 interdictions. There's no one ever. So I put a video together. I was in the cutter and I got 6 of them in the cutter. Boy, that's hard. And then it was all, well, you're stacking missions. You just said that no one's ever had 6 interdictions. And then when I show you 6 interdictions, then it's your fault. Yeah, they always change it to where it's always your fault. What they said was, no, it's impossible. You never saw that. Okay, here. So at times I can take a challenge. I'll show it in video. And I've even got videos on 7 interdictions in one Super Cruise run. Now the Python is easier. And it's very uncomfortable to get 6 or 7 in the cutter. But as you see, for asteroid mining, for planetary exploration, and for tritium cargo runs, I use the cutter. I'm just using the cutter a whole lot more than I did before. I think it's wild about No Man's Sky when you're doing asteroid mining, and if you're going to the station and you punch it, you can just crash through those asteroids. And yeah, your shields or you got, I hadn't figured it all out yet, but yeah, I mean, it does decrease a little bit, but you can go right through them suckers. It's like Elite Dangerous, there's no way. It's not going to work like that. Now, No Man's Sky is a little less about reality and more arcadish, like an arcade type game. More cartoonish. But it's pretty cool. I like it more every time I play it. Boy, that's a crater. Yeah, it's got that mound in the middle. The real big craters have those mounds in the middle. Sis, ship. And she's probably going to park on the outside of the crater. You don't park in the most convenient place. It's supposed to be inconvenient. Usually as inconvenient as it can get. Even carbon's full now. No, she is going to park in the crater. Or lawless. Can you believe that? It's because this is a lawless system. It's anarchy. Kind of every person to themselves. Well, I do appreciate you coming along. Look at those back legs. They're not even touching the ground. Oh, this big rock in the way. Is this down? Be sure to look to the bottom right hand corner of the screen and press that subscribe button. To subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything, and you get notified when I produce more videos. Is this landing?
Landing gear retracted.
Underneath the video, in the description, you'll find ways to donate. Please consider donating. We need some hard drives
1. Engage.
for our storage server. And underneath the video to the left, you'll see our YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, where there's over 730 more videos for you to watch. Is this left? Is it behind the planet? Oh, of course it is. It's always behind the planet. No matter what. 90, probably at least 90+% of the time, it's behind the planet. There we go. Is this alternate? Well, the fleet carrier is always a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to when it's permanent, that we're always staging everything from the fleet carrier. It's our moving base. So, and I think you can get like freighters and things like that in No Man's Sky to have a personal fleet carrier kind of thing. So we'll figure all that out too. But I would suggest you check that game out. It's a pretty neat game so far anyway. And watch my videos on that. It'll help you get started. It might not be the absolute best way of doing it, but it'll get you there. It'll get you started. And look for like those ancient relics and things, and buried technology. I mean, there's a lot of things that bring a high price. That you can sell at the stations for credits, or exchange for credits. In my future videos, I'm going to go after that stuff, the stuff that really pays, eat more and more, and put some of my base material in the ship storage too. So I've got to get more storage ability and a larger cargo, because I'm a trader. And in in No Man's Sky, mining is not so hard. Actually, it's pretty easy. You can collect a lot of material really fast. Anybody can. You don't have to be a super expert to do things a certain way. You just use that proton beam or whatever and blow them up. Just aim at them and blow and hit them. They blow up and you get the materials out of them. Assist left. And let's take assist out of it for right now. Till we get closer. It's just because those rings, it's acting like it could be still behind it, but assist left. Okay, it's on this side. Please go with me more in these videos. We can grind credits, we can grind materials. Assist left. I don't know when tomorrow they're going to pull the plug on Beta 2. But at some point they're going to.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, alright, we made it again. We survived it.
Docking accomplished. Clamp engaged. Welcome, Commander.
Again, I always appreciate you coming along. I always appreciate my subscribers and those that watch my videos for hours at a time. And really appreciate it. So until the next video, thank you for watching.